Good, yeah. Well, you're going right into it.
Yeah, let's go.
She's not gonna wait.
Yeah, I'm too scared of her to pass on her question.
Hey man, I need your voice, man. You know,
Yeah, right? Right? We could probably get a lot of voiceover work if we had those pipes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, what are we doing here? What you got?
Franklin,
What's up?
why did you kill Trevor? Why is he not here?
I mean, we chose A.
We chose A. Ain't that a bitch?
I don't know why he didn't come, man. I think he filming a TV series or something right now, so that's why he couldn't make it.
Oh, I thought you killed him.
Either that or he's taking naked pictures by his pool.
There you go.
All right.
Got one?
Was that it? Sir.
Hello, I have a question for Franklin. Why didn't you bring chops?
Chop couldn't fly on the plane, man. Chop was shitting everywhere. He didn't know how to...
And he thinks big ones.
Yeah, he was shit the plane up, man, so I couldn't bring him.
That's funny.
Okay, thank you.
Hey, why you didn't bring a chop?
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
To the both of you. I wanted to ask about GTA 6. I know that you don't know anything about it, but what are your expectations, and do you believe it's going to be one of the greatest video games of all time?
Come on, man, let me answer that real quick.
Yeah.
Because we say this so much, man, that, I mean, you got to look at the pattern of Rockstar games. In all their games, they get better and better and better and better and bigger. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, we expecting that it's going to outdo us by a lot.
It's going to blow us away.
It is, but we accept it because we did our thing, man. We lasted what 12 years? Come on, man.
Yeah, so, and the thing is, like, those guys, I mean, everybody knows now Jason and Lucia. They're in for the ride. I'm so freaking happy for them because they're going to get out and they're going to get to enjoy what we've enjoyed.
Yeah.
And it's just something every actor should experience. And I wish everybody could, you know. Unfortunately, everybody doesn't get to. You know, there's a lot of suffering when you're an actor, you know, going through the ups and downs, you know, and stuff. They're about to launch, man. They are going to, and the difference, like you look at the difference between San Andreas and GTA 4, it's huge. GTA 4 and GTA 5, it's huge. You look at those trailers, and the beer has bubbles.
Yeah,
The
for real.
big old asses.
And the big old asses and all that.
Right? You go, oh my God, this is going to be ridiculous.
Yeah, GTA 6, man, I think is just
Can't wait.
It's going to shut the world down for
But we have to wait
at
another
least a
year.
month. I mean, the whole world is going to be shut down
Yeah.
for at least a solid month.
It's going to be great.
You know, I can expect that.
All right, get out of the way and let somebody else ask a question.
Thank you.
Hey, good question though, man.
Guys, welcome. And my question would be:
Okay, that microphone is for using, not for decoration.
since in Comic-Con here we have actors from both GTA 6 and Red Dead Redemption 2 like.
Really? The guys from GTA 6 are here?
Oh, I didn't. I'm sorry.
I want to get a picture
Yeah, I was
with them.
like, where the hell they at?
Yeah, my
Wishful thinking.
Do you feel any sort of competition? You know, since you both are from phenomenal games.
No, there's no competition. 255 million copies sold to 75 million. I wish Roger was in here to hear that.
Nah, it's no competition, man.
Nah, we're all friends, man. We love those guys. They love us.
Yeah.
And then another quick question for Shawn. In an old interview, you mentioned that you once had a beef with Ice Cube, I believe. There was a fight, I believe, also. And I want to know if it's settled yet. Do you guys are maybe now buddies? And
I mean, we always been buddies, man, for many years.
Brothers fight.
Yeah, I don't even like to talk about that because it's so old. And I just can tell you this, and this is the honest truth, that it was a mistake. It was a big mistake that I made of getting into a fight with my friend. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like I didn't know Ice Cube, man. Him go way back. our parents actually live on the same street. So it was just a mistake, and it's nothing to talk about. It's two friends, you know. Anybody can have friends that they fight with, and then me and him fucking fight all the fucking time. I can't.
But he never ripped my chain off. That's the only difference.
Yeah, no. That was just all. That was a mistake,
But
man.
do you still have the chain, or did you get it?
No, he got his chain, man. That was a mistake.
Next guy.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I love Ice Cube, man. That's my boy. Cause y'all love Ice Cube, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Come on now. One of the greatest.
Hello to the both of you. I have a question. While filming the voice acting for GTA 5, what is your favorite moment?
My favorite moment, you talking about just the whole overall, everything with GTA? It's just getting to meet all these new people, man. You know what I'm saying? Working, getting to
The
meet
experience
men.
of doing it.
And I always say this, man, my greatest moment with it, don't get me wrong, the filming, the experiencing the motion capture suits that I never understood and I never knew about in my life until I got to Rockstar to do this game. But it's just getting out of my element. That's the best experience that I had, was leaving the hood to go and film an iconic game. You know what I'm saying? It changed my life, and I'm so grateful to Rockstar for that.
Yeah, I mean, it's the experience of making the game. You got to understand, we worked on this game for about 3.5 years. So we became family.
Yeah.
You know, and for me, it's the experience of never having a bad day at work. That's, if you could say that I got to go to work, and you're like going, instead of going, fuck man, I got to go to work. You know, it's, I'm going to work. It's going to be fucking great. Wait till I see what I'm doing today. This is good.
Yeah, because on the set,
It's awesome.
Because on the set of filming, it was competitive. You know what I'm saying? Because I saw it. But it wasn't a bad competitive. It was like, hey man, we're going to push each other to be the best we can be. Because, you know, especially when we found out we were working on GTA 5, it was like, oh shit, we really got to bring it.
We're like, I mean, these guys, you know, Lithuania is big in basketball, so you understand basketball. It's like everybody's a point guard, and a point guard's job is to make the other guys better, right? And that's kind of how it was on the set. We were like a team.
Unless you're
the
James
crew
Harden.
was amazing.
Yeah.
The crew was amazing. I mean, brilliant, young, genius people that were just so much fun to work with. I mean, they were the best. So yeah, it was awesome. It was a great experience. And as far as like scenes wise and stuff, you know, I had a scene where I had to confess to Franklin that I was working with the feds.
Fucking rat.
One of my favorite, top 2 favorite scenes in the entire thing is that scene with Solo, because I say that's the day Solo became an actor, and he was just so good in that cutscene, man. I still feel a little emotional when I talk about it.
He cries just talking about it, because he cried when we filmed it. And it was good. I mean, we got.
And I didn't. My character did.
Yeah. Next, thank you, man.
Okay, thank you for answering the question. Have a good time at Comic-Con.
Thank you.
So a question to both of you. I know you said you hang out with each other. For instance, Nanook mentioned Lester. Does it ever feel weird hanging out with the, what would you say, antagonists? I guess like Dave Weston or Martin Madrazo, like those.
No. I'm gonna tell you something. Rob Bogue, who plays Steve Haynes, and everybody hates Steve Haynes, right? He's like the worst. Is one of the funniest freaking guys you ever meet in your life, man. He is so awesome and so funny. Jonathan Walker, who plays Devin Haynes, great dude. See, that was the thing. That's what I'm talking about. When I say there's never a bad day at work, it's because of all those people that there's never a bad day. You know, Slink's out of his freaking mind. You can't walk into a room with him and not come out like crying, laughing. It's
or him getting on your fucking nerves. So
there's
one
that
of the
too.
two. Yeah.
But you're laughing while he's on. While you want to punch
Exactly,
him in the,
man.
You have to punch him in the nuts because he's too tall to reach his face. But anyway, who's next? Thanks, brother. Appreciate it.
Can I jump in for a second? What's your favorite scene that was cut from the final game?
Him and Steven has something. I'm gonna let him tell his.
Yeah, well, I got a couple of them. I mean, the one that Steven always talks about is where there's a Sharmuta scene where we're going and we're casing a house, and all of a sudden he slips into being we're gay lovers, and he plays this over the top gay, you know, like that, and then I'm playing like, okay, I gotta act this way. So he would tell some, it's a funny thing, oh, it's so much fun, and we're doing all this, and oh, like this, and I would go, you know, like, that was a funny thing. But my funniest one was the thing that got dropped, was a geriatric orgy.
Excuse me?
That I walked into, that I was drawn into. I'm telling you, 70, 80-year-old actors in this party scene, and it's a geriatric orgy. And I walk into this thing like, ooh, and they're all coming up on me, you know, stuff. Get away, you know? That was a funny, but it didn't, because the reason something gets cut is because it doesn't work for the gameplay, right? Our stuff was hysterical and really good, but it didn't work for the playing of the game. So that's why they take stuff out.
I don't think anything I did got.
Nah, you
I
guys.
think because Franklin was all over the damn game. You know what I'm saying? Franklin was just in all the missions.
We had stuff shortened.
Yeah, we had
Some of
stuff
the
shortened.
cutscenes were really long, and they tightened them up and, you know, took some stuff out. But other than that,
Yeah, I don't think I don't know of anything that Franklin was a part of that got cut.
yeah. Good question. Thanks.
I didn't even ask my question.
No, the guy who did ask it.
No, I didn't.
That was
No,
for
the
me.
guy who. Oh, that was you. I'm a boomer.
Hey, thank you.
I'm having a senior moment, all right?
Hey, he didn't take his medicine, y'all.
First of all, hello guys. Hope you're doing well. First of all, I want to thank you, both of you, for making such a generational game for all of us, which had really a big impact on my
Achoo.
And
I'm sure you. God bless you.
Did I say it right?
Yeah, it's just like sneezing. Yeah.
So how do you say you're welcome? Somebody told me and said,
God bless you.
Isvekata?
Is
You're welcome?
yeah.
You're welcome is, well, there's no, it's like,
Like thank you.
Prosho or Isvekata.
Oh,
It's
okay.
like
Okay, that's not as good as Achoo. What's your question?
No, finish, bro.
anyways, so as a person, music is a really big part of my life. It's one of the things that motivates me the most. So I just wanted to know, throughout the years that you worked on that game, what is one, maybe an artist or a song or an album that brings you back to that moment and just makes you appreciate those memories more?
Man, mine is anything off the West Coast classics, man. Come on, dog. Come on, man. You could be riding in the car and Dr. Dre would come on or anything, and you would be like, yes, this shit.
Always.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, bro, and you got my favorite team hat on. That's,
Hell yeah, man.
that's what the fuck I'm talking about, man.
Good Chiefs. Yeah, I listen mostly to West Coast classics when I play as well, but the song that you know triggers me is probably "Sleepwalking," you know, by Chain Gang in 1974. I don't know why, it just does. Like I used it on we were on my boat, and it was playing. I had music playing, and that came on. It came on like it was just on the list that I was playing.
Yeah, right. It just
Yeah.
came on.
No, it was spontaneous. And then my wife, I go, get the camera, and I did this whole boat bit, you know, with it. But that's because it triggered me. You know, it's the one that says, oh yeah, that's it, that's the song. So yeah, that or Radio Goo Goo, Radio Gaga, one or the other.
Thank you guys. Have a great day.
Yep.
Hey, go Raiders.
Go Chiefs.
Hello, sir.
Hello. My question is, what was your favorite mission to play?
Lamar down.
That was a good mission.
That was a damn good mission.
Yeah.
But to be honest, my favorite one is what?
Big one.
The big one.
The big one. You know why?
big one.
Because yeah, it's got the most action. So that's like my favorite mission. Favorite cutscene is a different story, but that's my favorite mission. I love that mission.
Hey,
It's
and the jewelry store heist. When we had to get on the bike.
yeah, the jewelry store
ride.
heist is good too, but that's not really in the game. It was kind of an easy one.
But that was just.
But that was a good one because you're racing those motorcycles through
Yeah, that's when you said your iconic line.
Yeah. That's
Give it to him, say it.
But you know what? Yeah.
No, give it to him.
I come out and I say, you forget 1,000 things every day, pal. Make sure this is one of them. But that's not my favorite line from that mission. My favorite line from that mission is kicking the door open and going, ladies and gentlemen, this is your moment. Please don't Please don't make me ruin all the great work your plastic surgeons have been doing. that I love. That line there. But you know, it's crazy because if you guys go and play it again, make sure you play Loud and Dumb. Loud and Dumb is always the best stuff. When you play it smart, I'm going to put everybody to sleep and use the sleeping gas, and then we're just going to go in and steal shit. And then it doesn't get good until we get on the motorcycle.
Yeah.
When you do Loud and Dumb, it's better from the beginning.
Yeah.
Thank
Just
you
say
very much.
it.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome, man.
You're welcome. Thank you, buddy.
All right. This is a question for both Franklin and Michael DeSanta, or should I say a real name, Michael Townley? And if he was here,
I like Townley better, frankly, but go ahead.
What are your response to the allegations of performing wild actions that break the fabric of space and time, as demonstrated by speedrunner Dark Viper AU? He would teleport around and just do these insane actions. Even at one point, Michael, you flew a blimp into the Galileo Observatory. What is your response to that?
It all comes down to your skill as a player.
Yeah.
You know, you get these guys who do this crazy stuff. I saw one the other day where I think your character came out of a blimp.
Yeah, I saw it too.
I think that's what you're talking about. Out of a blimp and into a window, and that's how he landed into a thing. You know, you see these stunts that some of these players do. It's amazing, man. You know, you do a react video to all the crazy stuff that these people.
What's your favorite one?
It's crazy.
Probably just the blimp into the observatory.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
No, you fly the blimp into the observatory because that's the mission where Michael gets knocked out and goes.
Yeah, hey, Davey, how you doing? Yeah, that one. And by the way, Dark Viper knows not what it is to speak. Michael was in witness protection. All right, next guy. Thanks, brother.
And just one more thing
yeah.
before I go. I'm sorry, Michael, but Arthur Morgan's special ability is better than yours.
Oh, okay, well, whatever. 255 to 75. Go ahead, what's next? No, but he has bragging rights because he actually won Best Actor. We didn't, so go ahead.
All right, thank you. It's very awesome being here. I have a question for both of you. What shitty TV show would your characters like the most?
What shitty TV?
Or like, what is like Franklin's and Michael's like?
Laverne and Shirley. That's what pops into mind.
Or if it's too hard to answer, you can just answer what your like guilty pleasure TV show is.
Right now?
Right now.
In real life?
Yeah.
Guilty pleasure? Wow, what's yours? You got all the shows, man. You guys watch like every show.
Family Feud?
Family Feud? That would be guilty pleasure. I don't know, my guilty pleasure show would probably be Will Trent. I don't know why. I know that's very disappointing, isn't it?
No, it's very cool. Thank you.
Did you think a long time for that question and we just really beat you down, didn't we?
No, it
I'm
just
sorry.
came up to me.
Thank you.
First, thank you for making this awesome game that we could play for years. I really love this game. And I have very existential question for Franklin's actor Shawn. As per Lamar's advice in the beginning of the GTA 5, have you finally get rid of quote-unquote yee as the haircut?
It's not yee. It's yee. Now since you said that, now we gotta do it.
I think now it is. Yeah.
Say it. Say the line. What do Lamar say? Hey, can the low come up here?
Yeah, come up to you.
Come up in your crib.
I only remember the best time.
Hey, can a low come up in your crib?
Yeah, no, I see you at work.
Oh, don't hate me because I'm beautiful.
I know y'all don't want to say it because of the words that he's saying there.
Yeah,
it's cool though. Hey, it's in the game. But y'all know that shit went viral, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then me and him, we redid it in real life, and that went viral too.
I think that might be the funniest stuff in the game. And it is a funny freaking game. I think that might be the funniest stuff in the game. The whole yee ass haircut thing. That was so good.
Because y'all gotta understand this, man. Slink that played the guy that played Lamar, that whole shit, he just came in his head and just made it up. It wasn't on the script pretty much. It was close to it, but he went with all that nigga, all that shit. That was him. That was all him.
Thank you. And I have like a small question. Also, how is your cousin CG actor holding up? Is he coming to some other franchises or like Cameo in the future?
Yeah, he coming, man. He just starting off slow in the States, and now he getting ready to come out to the UK. He's gonna get here, and when he come, man, y'all gonna be happy to see him. Trust me.
Okay, thank you both of us. Yeah.
Thank you. Oh, and talking about like riffing, how free were you to riff and improvise on set?
Well, we kind of had to be because a bunch of Scottish guys wrote it, and neither one of us, you know, I mean, Solo's from the hood. He's OG hood.
100%.
Yeah, and I grew up in a town that Newsweek or Time magazine called the worst place in America to raise a kid. And we're both kind of street guys, and so we had that, and we don't say mate, we don't say we're going to the loo, we don't say, you know, so we had to kind of make it fit the characters that we were building. But we got to do a lot of riffing, a lot, and translating, like Solo was rewriting his stuff in the margins to make it fit like how he would say it, you know.
But I think that's what they wanted.
Yeah.
That's what they wanted. They gave us the script.
If they don't stop you, they're good with it.
Yeah, if they don't stop you and say, no, do it as it is on there because it's a reason. Now, that's how Rod...
Yeah, that only happened to me one time.
Yeah.
And Rod came up to me and said, Ned, they want you to do the line exactly as written. I said, the line sucks, man. It sucks.
And tell them what the line is.
And he goes, no, trust me, this is the line. All right, man, shit. Forget 1,000 things every day. Make sure this is one of them. I'm like, oh, of course it's the line. That's why they're a rock star and I'm not, because they know, you know. But yeah, otherwise we were pretty free to do it. But the script was so good. It's such a, you know, the writers are so good that they get it, you know. So
because with
you
me,
need to do a lot of changing.
With me, they wrote a lot of the script, but they also wanted me and Slink that played Lamar to break through it and bring the hood to the script.
Yeah, because they want authenticity.
You know, they wrote it and it was weird for us we were reading the script and it was hard for us to act it the way they wrote it. So when they was like, man, just be yourself, but try to stick to the script.
Just follow the character line, man.
But be yourself.
And,
and once it happened, then the director was like, that's fucking it.
Yeah.
That's it. That's who we're looking for.
But the ironic thing is that like Steven did almost zero improvising.
But he didn't have to. That's Trevor. They wrote.
But his mom is British.
Yeah.
So he was raised with all those Britishisms. So it made sense for Trevor to go to the loo. It kind of fit his character.
Yeah.
And then they wrote him psycho and crazy. So he really didn't have to do nothing but fucking play himself. Because he's psycho and crazy as stuff.
Yeah, he was actually here 3 years ago.
Yeah.
All right.
So first things up, what's up?
What's up with your yee ass hair?
And my question would be, how different were the lines when your characters were attending the Vanilla Unicorn or the Gentleman's Club? Were there any different? How did you record them?
Well, when the strippers came to the set, they were in mocap suits, okay? So there's don't all you guys back in the back going, you know, ooh man, this is the part I'm waiting for. No. Remember they were getting limber and stuff, and they had like their legs going clear up over their heads and stuff, stretching and everything. We're looking at this going, what the hell is going on, man?
Yeah.
And then they started doing their, you know, stuff. We had to get some lap dances and stuff, so that was kind of cool, but it was all very PG but then when you get into our lines, you know, it's a little different thing, you know. But yeah, so But they were incredible dancers, though.
Yeah.
And one more question. How different is acting while doing motion cap compared to like your regular acting job?
No difference, in my opinion. Zero difference, other than you don't have a set, you don't have makeup, you don't have hair, none of that shit matters. You know, it awakens your imagination because the sets are not there, right? We had a big screen, and they'll put up like apple crates and poles and ribbons and
Hey, buddy.
stuff, and you just have to. They'll show like, okay, there's your mansion, there's Solo's house, there's this, you know, and you'll see it for a minute, and then they take it away. Go.
Yeah,
And
to me,
you gotta use your
it
imagination.
to me, it is a big difference. To me, I'm just speaking for me, because when you're acting, you're really in a real car, and you really got clothes on, and you really can feel what they're telling you to do or the scene. For me, you got a fucking tight ass scuba diving suit on. You got all these balls all over you. You got this helmet on, this camera bright like these lights in your face. You have wires coming from you everywhere, and you just have to act these things out that they're wanting you to do. Like you could be sitting right here on a chair like this, and they build a fake steering wheel. It's made out of a piece of wood and a steering wheel on it, and you gotta act like you're in the car, you know. So you have to imagine everything, and then
Well, that's what I'm saying. The imagination part. That's the big difference about
it's
it.
a big difference to me, you know, because they'll tell you the water starts right here at the line, the edge of this stage. So you would have to look out like you're looking at the ocean, kicking rocks, and you just looking at a blank wall. So you have to get into an imaginary, you know, thing of it. So that was my only difference in it.
That's what I loved about it compared to other stuff, was that it, you know, it reminded me of like a guerrilla acting class. Like you're in an acting class, you know, scene study, whatever. You don't have sets, you know what I mean? You got to create your own thing, you know. And it was kind of like that. So I loved it. It reawakened my imagination because I had gotten out of the business, and this was my first audition back into the business, you know. So it was like Michael. I got pulled back in, you know, out of retirement, and it was the best thing that ever happened to me because it did reawaken my imagination. And I had forgotten what that was as an actor, how your mind works, you know, in developing characters and stuff like that, you know. And so, yeah, that's that.
Thank you.
Thanks, though, brother. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Have a great time here at Comic-Con.
We will.
Thank you. We've got time for one more question.
Hello again.
Hello again.
I have two questions. They may be
one. You got one more question.
You've got one more question.
Okay.
So pick the best one.
Okay. So my question is, how much of Ned is in Michael and how much of Shawn is in Franklin?
1,000% me.
That's a good question, bro.
Whatever you see Franklin and you feel that character in that game, that's fucking me, bro. I gave everything and all that I have into this character. So that's why you feel it. You know, you feel that character, Franklin. Even though, you know, Franklin was a mild character. He was the mediator in the game. He could never be crazy and just shoot up everything. But you felt it, you know what I'm saying? I gave you all I can give you into that character. That's 1,000% me. He'll tell you. What you see in that game is what you see in me because I lived that life in real life, you know? I've been shot 5 times. I know what it feels like to have bullet holes in my body. I've been to jail. I've been a criminal. I've tried everything that's on the illegal side. So it was easy for me to fall into this character, you know? So when Rockstar said, just give it to us, I gave it to him.
Yeah. And to me, it was, there's a lot of Ned in Michael. I mean, I've robbed banks. I've killed people. I've stolen cars.
It's just achievement.
Yeah. But I actually have stolen a car. I went on a joyride once when I was pretty stupid. I actually stole a tractor on Melrose Boulevard. I'm driving down, I'm driving down Melrose with this big frickin' end loader, you know, and then whatever. But anyway, that's the only Michael in that. But no, you bring yourself to any character, you know, because it's like, what would I do in this situation, you know, and that's the thing, you know, it's you're the guy, You're the character is you. That's acting. That's what it's about.
Exactly.
You know, and if it's not something that you did in real life, you got to imagine what you did, what you would do if you were in that situation. And that's where like the improvisation and stuff comes in and all that. So, dude, you're interrupting my answer. I can't believe you're pulling that bullshit.
Pay attention, sir.
Hey, what's up with the Doritos, man?
Yeah, what is that? Did they sponsor this shit or something?
I think so, yeah.
Who sponsored it? What's her name? Kamala Harris? Get the Doritos!
All right, gentlemen, one final question. How often, how long did it take to shoot the whole thing?
About 3.5 years.
3.5 years.
Yeah, close to 4.
After 3.5 years, how often do you find yourself, as any Grand Theft Auto fan, walking out or walking down the street and wanting to just rip someone out of their car and just hijack that?
I did it day before yesterday. No, I did. They had all the tanks were down in downtown Vilnius, right? You guys see that? You guys all see all the tanks were down there?
Yeah, the Germans.
Yeah, and there was this girl that was in one of the tanks, and I climbed up on the tank like this, and said, I'm taking your tank, don't be a hero. Get out of the freaking tank, now!
5 stars. Man, Shawn, thank you so very much for being here. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise once again.